Exploring the deep has always been a source of fascination. Witnessing bizarre organisms is always thrilling and exciting, but we often neglect what lies way within our reach. Today, we are going to visit such areas which, although are in very much reach, hide a tremendous amount of diversity. An area underwater at high tide but is exposed during the low tides is a source for tremendous explorations. These occasionally submerged seascapes are like any other. The coasts of Maharashtra displays are bountiful. Only patience and a keen eye is needed to befriend this hidden world. We here are exploring few of such coasts of Maharashtra to bring to you the best of the best, equipped with camera gears that will take us underwater and help us observe even the minute of beings to show off their ways and patterns of coexisting together. This is the Intertidal. Located at the outskirts of Mumbai, a place remote enough to be visited. This is Bhuigao Beach. This beach possesses vast stretch of land which are carved into humongous cityscapes for life to harbor in complex networks. Kelps. These are the group of algae that occupy a tremendous amount of aquatic portions across the globe. Resembling the Sargasso Sea, here at this location we get a good stretch of brown alga widely distributed. Different kelps all intermingled living together, attached strong to a suitable substrate with a structure called as holdfast. This helps them to freely float along with the tide. Ranging from 1 to few meters tall, this gulfweed is called as sargassum. Spending most of its life in the periphery of the sea with ample amount of sunlight, this brown alga equips itself to float freely with the help of these tiny balloon structures called as air bladders. Gaining its color from unique pigments, this is yet another alga which is rather smaller than the kelps, assuming its filamentous nature and profusely branching and densely arranged in small patches. This particular alga dwells among the sargassum. As we get nearer to the filamentous form, you can clearly observe the unique arrangement of the chlorophyll within each filament. These microscopic filaments are all that the algal body is made up of. These extreme stretches of diverse seaweeds hide a complete ecosystem within themselves. living among them and in harmony. A quite diverse group of invertebrates, like this little hermit crab living in a hand me down home, will be observed in these localities. You will find a vast population of these creatures roaming along the shores. Crabs are no news to such habits. You can encounter a vivid amount of crabs with a good population strolling this entire seascape. Ranging about few inches big, this little crab hides below these rocks, harboring its home amongst their midst. There are some animals that are stagnant residents throughout their life. These, displaying their extravagant colors, are quickly able to retrieve themselves within their homes on the sensation of an instant threat. And besides these, there are many more creatures you can pass by while visiting these coral bound areas. Moving farther away from this border, entering into the periphery of the district of Palghar, this is Nandgaon. This land, just like the previous, has its own unique story to tell. You can encounter a good diversity of green algae over here. Compressed, elongated, hollow structures, which are green in color, can be observed in quite large yet scattered patches across the shore. This green forest is of Enteromorpha. The green seaweed is extremely tolerant to wide varieties of salinity and temperatures. Bubbles of oxygen can be clearly observed, which are a source of photosynthesis undergoing or taking place. It can be often seen across these tubular structures. A near relative to the Enteromorpha is a flat ribbon like algae called as the sea lettuce. Belonging to the genus called Ulva, many of these species of Ulva are consumed by humans and animals alike. Many of the members of this group do show potential in the food industry. Associated here are also some unique groups of animals. Totally stationary in life for these colonies, they filter food from their sea currents that hit their habitat. Associated here are some of the unique groups of animals. This is anemone, a predatory animal, named so because of its resemblance to an angiosperm. This particular group is known for its colorful body patterns. Due to the tides, most of the time the shores are submerged underwater, and so are these mangrove trees. They produce a scope of colonization on the trunk of these plants, a unique cohabitation indeed. Kille Nuti, situated in the Sindhudurg district, this is also a very less explored area. Clear waters and extreme virgin shore are few of the charms of this spot. This place is a delight to find seaweeds. Located on the rocky shores and in the puddles they form when the tides resides, this place has a lot to offer. Believe me or not, this is a puddle, a portion of rock crevice filled with the tide water. How fascinating can it get? A region so small can show such rich life forms, a metropolitan city of aquatic life, with avenues by different algal forms and roads of sand harboring good diversity of small fishes cascading these routes. These bead-like looking alga belongs to a group called as Caulerpa, also called as sea grapes. Growing about a finger tall or so, they are covering a vast area of this underwater walls. Intermingled in these forests, You will find many other algal forms, few of which are Padina, Caulerpa, Sargassum, all spread across this rocky shore floor. Padina. Shell-like channels of alga spread across the forest floor. This, although looks like a Sargasso Sea, as exclaimed earlier, is just a patch of land about few meters. A wonderful sight to behold, a unique sargassum. This can be identified by the characters like their reproductive structures and the shape of their air bladders, to name a few. This particular species is very good with the reproductive development that can be clearly observed embarking its entire body. Indeed, there is a lot to explore on the shores of our beaches. I urge you to look out for these fascinating creatures and see if you can spot some. We should surely continue to walk these untamed paths as it offers new and exciting insights that we may never, probably ever, fully understand.